Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to what's going to be episode 36 of the Order of a Golem. I'm Icon, and we're going to expand our little base here a bit. We're going to build a new high-tech laboratory today, I hope at least. I'm not sure if I have the necessary materials. And if somebody is stupid enough to attack us, I'm also going to say... Well, I'm also going to try out my new living walls on this. Talking ain't easy at times. Well, beyond that, our colony has developed a insane hunger for gold, and we got a elemental rift right in the middle of our base. Now that's exotic, to say the least. So we're going to gather our dudes first now. I mean, altogether, this is probably the easiest elemental rift that I've ever seen, because we're basically able to just sit it out. I mean, here we are in a toxic fallout. Well, that's an earthen one then. Okay, we're gonna release our animals. The problem that I see is just I can't get around that corner just that easily. If I do so, there's a high risk of the elementals or that elemental rift just exploding on me. That's why I'm not doing this. So instead, we're just waiting for them dudes to appear. And our living walls are actually very, very scary. I wish I had one here. Okay. The golems are now in there, so, well, I bet it's gonna be that easy. Alright. I'll just be deconstructing one of these walls now. It's the easiest way of getting the job done. Because I want to give my golems some support here. I don't know, I don't feel well with the idea of leaving the entire fight to my golems. The mecha golem is already pretty roughed up, you know? And, here we go. Okay, well, such an strange spot to fight at. Okay. I mean, I really don't care too much about my other golems dying here at this point. I know it sounds a little bit rude, but the mecha golem is the pinnacle of everything here. Therefore, I'd really be angry when that one would die. All right. Whoa, Daisuke. No. You're not supposed to be close like that, my man. I know what. You were just getting out there. Bye-bye. So, you're just tending yourself. And let's just send Rizesi to deconstruct that wall here. And then our dudes should be able to attack the rift for good. Alright. Now we'll have to shift our attention one more time. Daisuke, you're supposed to tend yourself. There we go. Alright. The rift has closed, and we're safe. Okay, now... Troll, please be so kind and tend Daisuke before he's bleeding to death. Thank you oh so much. And beyond that, well, I'd say this was quite profitable, because we had that rift on the most desirable spot, basically. You know, it could have been better. Couldn't have been better. Well, okay, it could have been a tiny little bit better. But only by providing us a spot where I would have been able to shoot directly at the rift, but that would have been really the only thing that would have been a little bit better. But altogether, I felt like these the living walls really seemed to do a lot of work there, but oh well, I wasn't able to see it, sadly. Well. Ambrosia Sprout. Okay, Troll. You know what? We got so many orders to finish off these dudes here. Now, here we go. Meeting. So, Holy Ruler of Ardastia wants to have peace talks with us. Who the hell is Ardastia? Ah, yeah, that's the other Outlander faction. I mean, at the end, I was, or originally, I was actually considering some role-playing background with a peaceful environment for our dudes here. So, being in peace and good relations with our neighbors is actually something I'd be looking for. So let's see, who's my best social dude? Troll, as a matter of fact. Oh, okay, who would have thought? Well, Daisuke is the other candidate, so we're sending Daisuke over there. So, Daisuke and let's say Farieth and Lorajir. I don't want to send not enough people. This is a diplomatic mission after. Wait a sec, they don't have enough supplies. Now, what can we bring supply-wise? My god, we're really not that stacked, aren't we? So bringing more meat doesn't actually do anything for the caravan. Whatevs. They're not gonna starve in that short period of time. And if there would be ever any food issues, I'll be just using the setup camp mod and hunt myself something. There are no real problems in that regard. Alright, look at that. More and more little pathways in the entire settlement. Oh, I like that. Okay, so let's use more about Bonecrete. And obviously, we're needing a bridge. So, let's see. Yeah, why not? This way, we at least got some usage for our wood in the long run. Here we go. So, let's drop down some Bonecrete tiles here and there and everywhere. Okay, well. We definitely should have a pathway down to our ritual room. Oh, look. The carpeting is getting done. Nice. And we got our digging job done. So let's mine out the connected ores there. Oh, we could go on our way back over that little hunting site there. Okay, it's 9 people there. Gutworms and Farieth exclusively. Okay. At least some kind of good news, because, you know, only one person being afflicted, that's as good as it can get here, you know. Okay, so let's see. Earth Shard Base. I have no clue, but I want that. It's more HP. More HP sounds good to me. The more HP, the better, actually. Because, you know, those golems, they are, to a large extent, they are the best tanks you could possibly wish for. Yo, dude, Something is not right with you, and we got some blight on the potatoes. Okay. Orders, cut plans. So, who's the best person for that job right now? Available, Hans Dice or BD? Well, BD ain't really a good option here right now. Masterwork has been created. A Sand Lion Fur Duster Masterwork. That sounds pretty badass, gotta admit, don't you agree? I certainly think so. Okay. Why is sewing allowed in my Devil's Strand zone? I don't get it. I don't need to get it. That's okay. Alrighty. So I'm really curious to see what these peace talks will actually do for us, you know? Usually I just skip out because I think like it's okay if we have enemies, but here roleplay wise I want to go a little bit differently there. So that needle post actually didn't die from that. I love those needle posts. They're so crazy. Like, Suskind head trap. No! You sillies. Stop killing yourselves on those traps. Oh. Peace Talks Triumph. We gained Bone Scale, Uranium Weave, and we gained 108 relations with those dudes. Are we now allied with them? No, we're just neutral. Good enough. So the Blue Man group is no longer our enemy. Good stuff. So we gained a new trade partner here. Okay. Days of food, 0. Well, food-wise, well, Daisuke is a little bit very hungry. Well, Fariath also has gutworms, so he's going to be hungrier than usual. But I just saw Daisuke refill his food bar, even though there's officially no more food on the caravan. Here, Fariath also regained another food bar, so I'm not taking these statements fully seriously. They seem to be a little bit faulty. Okay, let's build more Metsukaide walls, and we're going to build them along the entirety of that wall. Fariath, Sad Wander, whatever, my dude, whatever. You do as you please, my dear. Okay, then let's check out the power. So, power connectors can run... Yeah, wonderful. You know, that's the reasons why I want those Metsukaide walls, so we have a full power supply. Because after all, this is going to be a laboratory, and laboratories need a lot of energy. Alright, let's see. Cutting more Metsukaide chunks is not a problem at all. Or blocks, I should rather say. Got so many chunks, I merely didn't carry them all. Alright, nice. So we're no longer enemies with these dudes anymore. Beautiful. So next step, gastronomy. Maybe. Not too sure about that one yet. Wow. Them dudes, they tinkered down that stuff in no time. Hell yeah. Right. Oh, we can't put that pathway wider, huh? Well, then let's just draw it like that. Muddy terrain is gimping our plans here. I mean, I could build heavy bridges. Just no. So there's one ostrich roaming around. Oh. The elemental assault cleared out a lot of the animals out of the area. Because if you have an earth elemental assault here, the animals on the map go frenzy. And that's just what happened. So, trolls making them dusters. Who's a good candidate here? Who's not really doing anything extremely important right now. Hard to tell. Most of them are really doing something important here. Okay, well. It's just that I want to have some stone cutting done, but on the other hand, we could have enough Themetsicite without any refining there. Oh, look at them! Telly party! By the way, let's make ourselves some more armchairs. Let's use lizard skin, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna banish lizard skin out of the other recipes there. Mainly because it's just a very, very inferior material, and with those inferior materials, I personally love to use them to build stuff with them, like furniture, drapes, whatever comes into your mind. Because when you're creating furniture out of these, the actual qualities of the leathers, they are pretty unimportant altogether. It's really no difference between a plain leather drape and a Thrumblefer drape. I think the Thrumblefer drape could have a higher beauty rating and has a higher monetary value because the base material is more valuable, but the drape itself, yeah, you see here, has a base value of 8 and gets multiplied a bit by the lizard skin, but the other values, they won't be influencing the furniture here. Bird skin, for example, is a horrible insulator, and yeah, you get the idea, I guess. Alrighty. I love it how much stuff gets done these days. Like, the entire base here is growing into something that I really like to see. It's pleasant to look at it. Alright, so as soon as Troll's done with the work he's doing here, whatever he's doing here, cooking, I want to efficiently unloading. Now Troll's confusing me. I want to refine some more steel, because we are on a real big shortage there, and I want to change that. There we go. So this way we're at least going to get those power conduits done and all the other jazz. Because this is going to be actually a pretty large-scale project here. The laboratory here, well, I haven't figured out how large I'm going to make the laboratory room. I guess I'll be calling out this chamber here. Let's do this. Probably gonna make the other room something else. I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure I will come up with some good idea there. Desperado outpost. So the Adastians want me to attack a place with 12 tribespeople, but we'd be gaining 10 advanced components out of that. You know what, guys? I'm your man. Like, seriously, that's just 12 tribespeople aren't that hard to tackle. We're just going to pick up all the flesh golems we got. And let's see, Ape, Fariath, Beatty, no. Mallard definitely. Rizessi, Troll. And let's leave the rest of the people here. And we're just going to pick up all the cavalry we got. And I'm gonna stomp them. Like, for real. What are they going to do? Okay, then. The funniest part about this is that I actually think that my colony is still pretty defendable, even though all the people have left the building, because we still got those 2 living wall spells there. I don't know what's going to happen with Rosessi's spell, but you know, we're gonna find that out. And on the other hand, I feel as if the resources that I got here, plus the defenses and all, should be actually no problem for us to win that. So let's just research something there. I just figured that a offer of 10 advanced components is just too great to pass on it, you know. So what's your guys' excuse again for not traveling? Nobody knows. Well, I do appreciate a couple of updates ago, the whole caravaneering system got updated in a very pleasant way. It's not as horrible as it was before. Like, really, I see huge improvements towards the past. But you know what they say? The past is always the worst. I should rather say was always the worst. Okay, jokes aside, we could use some shortcut here too, no? Let's do this. So, judging from what I'm experiencing right now, it seems as if the golems are actually really making my game laggy. Alright, so probably it's time to install Rocket Man for good. Who knows? I mean, I got that kick-ass computer, and therefore I thought I was not needing applications like Rocket Man, but maybe it's about time. Alright. Just casually expanding my tunnel system. As the Golemancers we are, I think mining and such things are actually quite fitting. Don't you agree? Right, fresh andesite chunks, and Anstice is throwing a party. Of course, it's always a good idea to throw parties when 50% of your colony are not at home. Everybody loves those parties. Hooray, the guys that stinks are not home parties. That's how I call them. Jokes aside, we are at the spot, and now, well, this is all a pretty dangerous situation altogether, you know? Because with RimWorld of Magic, you never know what you're getting yourself into. At the end of the day, these dudes could also be extremely powerful AoE mages, ready to bust us down like we're nothing at all. Okay, let's see. Fariath is the only person not going anywhere yet. Okay. Good. So, Oddwart is actually a psionic, I think. No, it's a gladiator. Alright, they're holding stones primarily. But we got our needle post Gatling guns. Alright. Looking pretty okay so far, I'd say. Let's send our dudes in. I mean, animal needs rescue. Yeah, okay. It's like, I love those needle posts. They're frickin' Gatling guns. And we've only just begun. I love those little dudes. They are really among the best things that I picked up ever. So, let's see. This time, I'm not gonna do it to myself that we're butchering our enemies and whatnot. No, not this time. I'm just checking out if there's any vein of very, very desirable material here somewhere. I once found a gold deposit there. And then we're just going to head back home. And that's that. We're not going to do more. Because if I go now, animals will just be patched up on the road. And that's one of the easiest ways to get the job done. So, interesting. So I want that uranium battle axe because, you know, uranium weapons are actually always pretty decent. Elephant spear has already been automatically picked up. No, the elephant spear, haha, it's one of my people. It's just being automatically assigned because we're basically already carrying it. Does make sense though. So yeah, of course, when we pick up 450 units of pemmican, we have less food than before. Totally makes sense to me. All right, Einstein's was a little bit heat stroking, but whatever. It was a hot party, I guess. Well. So we gained 10 advanced components out of that engagement. That's wonderful. Like, it's just exactly the kind of stuff I needed now to get my laboratory running for real. Could I possibly wish for more? Wish more for? Whatever. You know what I want to say. So, interaction spot is blocked by granite. Okay. Here we go. 250 units of steel each, so it's actually going to be a pretty huge job there altogether. Alright. Yeah, people are heat stroking a bit again. It's Jugust, you know. It's always happening in the Jugust times. Huh. Blueprint all of a sudden disappeared? Interesting. I expected many things, but not that. Alrighty. So, my dear friends, anybody considering the fact that we should also put up new walls and such? Let's see. Anybody here is a decent constructor? Yes, Anstice, so. Got a bad feeling about this, you know. Let's rather put up some walls here. I mean, the resource has already been deposited. I mean, it's not as if we have to do anything crazy here. There we go. Now I'm feeling a lot better. Just a couple of extra bolts. I've lost a colonist once to a cave in, and, you know, when such things happen once, you never forget. And you always stay careful, or you just don't care about your people. But that's a different story. Alright. There we go. We did it! Yo, Beatty, what up? Beatty's not only a slow learner, Beatty also got a bullet in her brain. Jeez. Really still hope that we're going to get some mechanoid healing serum sometime soon. That would be really great. Okay, so let's put some light into things. There we go. Just realized that I recently researched thermal power, and then I actually didn't use it. I'm also not planning to use it right now, at least not, because we're that low on material. I find it quite funny, yeah. First I research it, and then I plop down a couple of solar generators right afterwards, just to make sure that we're not going to use that. The next lizard skin armchair. Nice. Varieth starving. I bet that's because of the gutworms. Okay. So, let's harvest some veg here while we're at it, you know. Ooh, that's a huge iron ore seam. I haven't refined the first deposit yet, so... Let's complete one project before we turn up another one. Hey, look at that. We're actually starting to produce our first units of chem fuel. Or we were at least producing. Yeah, right now it's Bonecrete again, but... Nice. Consider that a huge piece of progress there. So if they're not bonded, they're all Mallard's children. Cloth tabard worn by Ibba Arquette deteriorated away. Sure. Stuff like that can't happen. Alright, refined away all the stuff there. Wonderful. And we got 7 days worth of food. Corn harvest went in. Yeah, corn is just super powerful stuff. Ibba can't clean rooms, obviously. Okay. So do I have enough steel? Hell yeah, I do. Wonderful. So we're going to be at least plotting down a first research bench today. So Rosessi actually got the Phoenix armor. I find that a fitting thing for him. Okay, neat. Let's carve out that chamber here too. And then we're needing a better chair in front of that thing. Ah yeah, bird skin. Why not? There we go. Okay, so I got that now. That means we are ready for high-tech now. And that sums up everything I wanted to do for this episode. Wonderful. I like it when I succeed at the stuff that I want to do. So I thank you guys so much for watching. It's been my pleasure, and we're going to leave this episode for today. And, well, next time I think we're going to be exploring more of our technological options that we got now. I mean, I'm really down for the multi-analyzer and see what we can achieve beyond that. And the next step is going to be, I guess, another trade caravan as soon as there are willing subjects around me again. And then we're going to buy more gold, buy more steel, buy more plasteel. You know the drill. We're just going to make that mecha golem turn into a beast. Okay, so leave me your thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and see you guys next time. Have a good one, and goodbye.